switching system configured as an automatic route selection type system. Notice the 120-foot layout is divided into two 60-foot branches. There's essentially a, I guess you call it a bottleneck or a throat at the bottom of the picture where the trains have to converge to a single line, and they split up again into two lines. Notice the red train, as it goes through the switch, it throws it to curved. The basic principle of this system is the train goes through the switch and throws a switch to the other direction behind it. Notice two trains coming down toward the converging switch. The green one will go through. It'll go curved. Notice when it goes curved, it throws a switch to straight. Now the gray train coming through now will go straight. Each of the two branches in this setup has two trains on it at any one time. The block signal in each branch holds the second train back. Notice the blue one, I think it goes up. No, it goes downhill. Again, it'll throw the switch to straight behind it so that the red one will go straight and go up the hill. When the red one goes through the thing and hits the track contact, it'll throw the switch to curved. So the next train that comes along will go the curved direction. The converging switch on the left where the trains come together is a block, so even though there's two trains approaching it, one train will always stop and you hopefully don't have a wreck. Notice the green train going off curved. It'll throw the switch to straight behind it, turns the block on, the gray train starts, goes through the switch straight. Now the gray train will go through, hit the track contact, throw the switch back to curved. Here comes the blue train. It'll take the curved route. The red one will stop. When the blue one throws it to straight, it'll turn the block on. The red one will start and go through. So it's basically an alternating system. Two trains always go uphill on the uphill section, which is the straight, and two trains always go on the lower section, which is the curved section. The switching system, what I call the converging switch back on the far side is where the blocks are. Here comes a green train. It should go curved, and it does. When it hits the track contact, the switch will throw to straight, which it did, and I think I missed it with the camera. The gray train coming through, I'll just stand on the switch, watch in a second, that'll go to curved. The converging switch over there, notice the switch motor is mounted separately from the switch. Okay, the blue train went to curved. It'll throw that to straight behind it. There it goes. Now the red train will go through. The switch is now set to straight. It'll throw it to curved behind it. There it goes. Move back a little bit. We'll see if we can catch both the switch and the track contact. Now watch the red engine. When it goes over the track contact, you can see the switch through to curved behind it. Maybe you can see the switch through curved behind it if I'm close enough. Okay, here comes the green train. The switch, I believe, is curved. It is. When that goes over the track contact, it'll throw the switch to straight behind it. So the next train following will go the other direction, which is straight. Now that'll throw the switch to curved. So the next train that comes through this system will go curved. So it's basically an alternating arrangement. One train will come through the switch and go straight. The next train will go curved. That one just went curved. We saw the blue one. Next one coming through will go to straight. It's a continual flip-flop arrangement with the diverging switch. One train goes through straight, one train goes through curved. And the converging switch over there is blocked so that they don't collide. Here we got a shot of the overall system. You can see again the 4 trains in operation, 2 on each leg. Basically, there's a block signal on each leg that keeps the second train from bumping into the first one. You can see the train on the upper loop, the red train is slowed down by the upper block because if it went ahead, the gray train would be run into. Now the gray train started up, which turned the block to green, and you can see the red train started up. Essentially, the track contacts that turn the blocks on to green are right at the exit of the blocks at the converging switch, so that as the train leaves the converging switch, it turns the block to green and lets the next train proceed through the block towards a switch. In other words, while any train is sitting at the converging switch stopped at the block, at the switch, the automatic block system back in the track will stop the second train. You can notice a red train, it's in the block of the automatic block system. It just slowed down. It's creeping along because that gray train is stopped up at the converging switch. Now the gray train started up, turned the automatic block system to green. You can see the red train at that time speeded up again. System's essentially interlocked. If any train logic, if you notice now the trains are switching tracks. For example, the red one just went on the lower level, and notice the green one is on the upper level. We'll watch these two. What we got now, I believe, is the trains are changing from the upper level to the lower level. Let's follow the green one. Green one is coming down the trestle right now, I think. Okay, now watch the green one when it eventually goes. Should change to the upper level. The red one coming around the corner that was on the lower level will change to the upper level. Okay, there goes the red one on the upper level. The green one starts up. Now notice the green one changes to the lower level. Let's follow the gray one. The gray one's coming down the trestle. The blue one is coming from the lower level. Okay, the blue one is going to cross the switch. And notice the blue one is now changing from the lower level to the upper level. The gray one, which has started up from the upper level, is now changing to the lower level. So we've got a slightly different logic at this point where the trains, each time they go around, they change to a different track. So each train does tour the complete layout within 2 times around. Unique situation here where we've got actually in that tunnel behind the end of where the train is coming out, we've got an automatic switch actually back in the tunnel